Anthony Grasso here, bringing you financial news you can use. In this video, we're going to go over the 5,593-page bill that just came out, the legislative text of the second stimulus plan check. So I have it printed off right here. You know, it's really thick. Actually, do not print it out. I have a link in the description below to the PDF. So no, this is something else. But and save the tree. So do not print out 5,593 pages. Or if you do, go to your employer. Don't use your personal printer over there. So let's get right into it. So in the description below, I inputted the page numbers of the PDF of which sections. So we're just going to do a high level view of certain sections of the bill. I'm not going to go really into minute detail on it. If you would like me to go into minute detail on any specific part of this legislation bill, just leave a comment down below and I'll make a separate video to that. So let's get right into it. All right, so here it is, 5,593 pages. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start at certain sections, and I know everybody wants to know stimulus checks. So, well, what exactly in the text? So you've been hearing in the news specifically like, oh, well, you can get $600, $1,200 per person, but if you know certain aspects of the bill, you know if you qualify, if you have a certain situation. So let's go straight into stimulus checks. So if you already downloaded the PDF, go down to my description, download the PDF of this file, and we're going to go to page 1966 for stimulus checks. Here we go. So they put it right here, $600 per person, $1,200 in the case of eligible bills if you file a joint return, and you times that by how many children you have. So you and your, let's say you're married, you get $1,200. You have 3 kids. Each kid gets $600 each. And this section will go on the limitation based on adjusted gross income on the next page. And here we go, $150,000 for a joint return, $112,500 in if you're a head of household, and $75,000 if you're not described. So, and this will go over what's an eligible individual, what's not an eligible individual. But I'll let you guys read through that on your own. So 1966 page on the PDF. So you search it right here on the top of the screen on the PDF, and you can find specifically. And this is what I recommend doing. So if you hit Control F on your keyboard, you have the search button. So if there's any specific part of this bill that you want to know about, just type it in here. So I have medical billing right there, and we're going to get into which section medical billing is. Okay, so you can read through that on if you qualify or not. There is a part of this. Let's see if I can get it. There's so much, and this is all in legalese. I'm not going to really read word for word legalese. I'm just going to basically summarize it for you. So let's go to unemployment benefits, the second hot topic of the day. So now that you got your $600 check, or if you're unemployed, you get that as well. I mean, if you're unemployed, you get both your $600 check and unemployment benefits. So now that's on page 1933. And this is the extension of the emergency unemployment relief for government entities and nonprofit organizations. Here we go. 2 weeks of unemployment. I have it specifically here. Here we go. So this is when it begins. Well, this is when the previous one ended. So July 31st, you had the $600. That's when that one expired. And then the $300 per week is for weeks after December 26, 2020. So, and it's going to end March 14th, 2021. So we have from December 26 to March 14th, 2021. And how you would do it is your specific state that you apply for unemployment benefits. I'm going to use, let's say, Florida as an example. You would just go on your state's specific unemployment website, because the states administer the unemployment benefits, and you would just follow their instructions on how to get the extended $300 a week going into the future. So this $300 up here is $275 in Florida plus the $300. Okay, so okay, so that goes over unemployment benefits. And you just search unemployment benefits, $300. You can search this whole document for everything you need. Now let's go to see what section Payment Protection Program is. So page 241. goes over the Payment Protection Program, and it goes into great detail on the continuation of the Payment Protection Program, small business support. There's a lot of information here, so if there's anything specifically you want to know about that program, just search it in the title bar. All right, so the surprise medical billing. Now this is really cool. So this wasn't expected initially to come out in this bill, but on page 4096, it's called the No Surprises Act. And basically how I can explain this is let's say you go break your leg and you go use your medical insurance to go get a cast for your leg, or you break your arm. Well, you typically, as it stands right now, you have no idea how much it costs, or if your insurance is going to cover it, or if it's in network or out of network. So this act says basically to medical providers, they have to tell you how much things are going to cost up front. So there's a lot of information here. It's all legalese. I won't get into that. So yeah, go check that out. I've been asking for this for years, and no one's even done this before. And I was like, okay, Congress has to act. I didn't even expect this to be in this bill. I mean, that's pretty amazing that they actually put it in this bill. All right, so that's the No Surprises Act. Okay, the next topic would be the EIDL Grants. Let's say page 2186. This section, if I can find it, or did I put it in right? Okay, so let's see, 286. All right, so it's in here somewhere. And as I said before, all you have to do is search EIDL in the search bar. Oh, there it goes. So this is on page 2190. So let me update that. 2190. And I think so this will go into the end of 2021 for the EIDL grants. Check that out. Any questions, just comment down below and ask me. I'll go over anything specifically. Let's go over student loans and what section student loans is at. That's on page, well, I'm not going by the page of the actual bill. I'm going by the page number up here. So that's why it might be a little different. So anywhere in my description you see a page number, this is the page number up here at the top left. Yeah, left of the screen. All right, so they give almost $25 billion for federal assistance. Let's see here. The Pell Grants. So Pell Grants have increased to $5,435. That's important, and they do provide some assistance. Now they added one thing that was really cool. Let me see, page 1049. Let's see. Our higher education. Here goes over the Perkins program. Historically black colleges and universities, they increase capital for that at this section. And so previously of the SNAP programs, the nutrition and agriculture relief, they reduced that amount from 26 billion to 13 billion. Well, the section that it goes over is on page 2317, and it goes over that entire program. So if you're taking out that, or you need that program, you want to know specifically what's in it, that's the certain section on that. And then we'll just bring up broadband real quick, right here. So the postal service, how much money goes to them, and then the broadband internet access service. So they increased the money for that as well. So there's so much information in here that I cannot get through 5,593 pages on a YouTube video. So let's go over here. So I want to tell you guys, whatever section of this bill that you want me to go into great detail and explain, that the news, like you hear the headlines in the news, but you don't see the great detail. So definitely check that link down below and download it and read it for yourselves. I mean, not every section, of course, and don't print it out, save the trees. So I will go over whatever section you guys want me to go over. Just leave a comment down below and I'll put it in the queue of videos to make for the next video. So if you would like to see financial news you can use, market news you can use, subscribe to this channel, slash that like button down below, and I'll be checking with you at the next stimulus update and market news. Ciao.